Wow, some really thought-provoking stuff you sent over on the multiverse this time.
Yeah, it's a real head-scratcher.
You've clearly been digging deep, articles, research, even some notes. Seems like you really want to get to the bottom of this.
I mean, who wouldn't?
It's the ultimate what if, right?
Right.
Like, what if our universe is just one of many?
Right.
What if there are infinite versions of us out there,
Yeah.
living out completely different lives?
It's a lot to take in.
So let's take a deep dive into this multiverse thing,
Let's do it.
see what science has to say.
Okay.
So first things first, what exactly are we talking about when we say multiverse?
Okay, so in the simplest terms, the multiverse is this idea that our universe, the one we know and love, isn't the only one.
Right.
That it's actually part of a much, much bigger picture.
Okay.
A collection of universes, all existing at the same time.
A collection.
And these other universes, they could be radically different from our own. Imagine different laws of physics, different fundamental constants, maybe even different histories.
So like, in another universe, the dinosaurs never went extinct.
Exactly. Or maybe gravity works in reverse.
Whoa.
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
Okay, so where's the science in all of this? What makes scientists even consider this multiverse idea?
Well, it's not just some wild speculation. There are actual scientific theories that point toward the possibility of a multiverse.
Right.
One of the most intriguing pieces of the puzzle comes from quantum mechanics.
Right, you mentioned quantum mechanics in the notes we got.
Yeah.
What's the connection there?
Okay, so there's this thing called the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics.
Uh-huh.
It suggests that every time a quantum measurement is made, when a tiny particle decides what state it's going to be in, reality actually splits,
It splits.
creating a separate universe for each possible outcome.
Wait, hold on. So every time a particle does its thing, a new universe pops up. Isn't that like an infinite number of universes being created every second? How can we even wrap our heads around that?
Yeah, it's definitely mind-blowing. But that's the beauty of quantum mechanics. It forces us to rethink what we thought we knew about reality. Another piece of the multiverse puzzle comes from string theory.
Okay, string theory. That's another one that came up in what you sent us.
Right.
What does string theory have to say about all of this?
So string theory suggests that there might be more dimensions than the ones we can perceive. The usual up, down, left, right, forward, back. It's like imagining our universe as a single slice of bread in a giant cosmic loaf.
Okay.
Each slice is a different universe, what they call a brain.
A brain.
And all these brains on these universes, they exist alongside each other, but in different dimensions.
Wow. Imagine bumping into someone from a brain universe.
Yeah.
What would that even be like? I mean, their reality could be completely different.
Yeah, it could have totally different physical laws.
Right? Maybe gravity works upside down or time flows backward. How could we even begin to understand each other?
That's a fascinating thought experiment.
It is.
And it highlights just how diverse a multiverse could be.
Absolutely.
Then there's cosmology, the study of the origin and evolution of the universe.
Cosmology.
The theory of cosmic inflation, the idea that the universe expanded super rapidly right after the Big Bang, that also hints at a multiverse. Imagine our universe as just one bubble.
Okay.
In a vast cosmic foam with countless other bubbles, other universes popping up and expanding all around us.
So quantum mechanics, string theory, cosmology, they're all pointing in this multiverse direction.
Huh.
But it sounds like we're not talking about just one type of multiverse here.
Exactly. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. There are different theories out there about what a multiverse might look like.
Okay, so give us the rundown. What are the different types?
So you've got your bubble universes. That's coming out of that cosmic inflation idea.
Right.
Each bubble, a universe potentially with its own unique set of physical laws. Then you have the quantum multiverse, the one where every single quantum possibility branches off into its own separate reality. And then there's the brain multiverse from string theory, those universes on different brains. And hold on to your hat because it gets even wilder. We have the mathematical multiverse. This one suggests that every possible mathematical structure could actually correspond to a real existing universe.
Okay, I'm going to need a minute to process that last one. So which one of these multiverse theories is the right one?
Well, if we knew that, we'd be having a very different conversation.
Right.
The truth is, we just don't have a definitive answer yet. There's no single piece of evidence, no smoking gun that proves the multiverse exists. But there are some pretty tantalizing clues out there.
Okay, like what What kind of clues?
Well, for example, scientists have found some strange anomalies in the cosmic microwave background radiation, that faint afterglow of the Big Bang. Some think these anomalies could be explained by collisions with other
It's
universes.
like cosmic fender benders.
Yeah, something like that. Then there's the fine-tuning problem. Have you ever tried baking a cake?
Who hasn't?
Right. So, you know how even a tiny change in the amount of flour or sugar can completely ruin the cake?
Oh, yeah. Disaster.
Well, our universe is kind of like that. The fundamental constants of nature, things like the strength of gravity or the charge of an electron, they're incredibly precise. Even a tiny alteration would mean no stars, no planets, no life as we know it.
That's a pretty wild thought.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why our universe has this perfect Goldilocks combination of constants.
It does make you wonder. So, are we just incredibly lucky to be in this perfect universe?
Maybe. Or maybe there's a deeper explanation.
Okay.
Some scientists believe the fine-tuning problem points towards a multiverse.
Okay.
The idea is that there are countless universes out there, each with its own unique set of constants.
Uh,
We just happen to live in the one that's just right for us.
so, like winning the cosmic lottery.
You could say that.
I like those odds.
But of course, this is all still highly debated.
Right.
The biggest hurdle is that we can't directly observe other universes, at least not yet.
I can see how that would be a problem.
It's why the multiverse remains such a hot topic in the scientific community.
It's definitely a conversation starter.
It is.
So we've talked about the science, but this whole multiverse thing, it goes beyond science, right?
Absolutely. It has some pretty profound philosophical implications, too.
Yeah, like what does it mean for how we view reality itself?
It's a question that's been around for centuries, and the multiverse adds a whole new layer of complexity to it.
Right.
Does the existence of countless other universes somehow diminish the reality of our own?
Hmm.
What happens to free will if there are infinite versions of ourselves out there, each making different choices? It really makes you think.
It does. It really does.
Oh.
And it's not just philosophers wrestling with these questions, right?
Mhm.
The multiverse is kind of seeped into popular culture too.
Oh, absolutely.
Movies, TV shows, books, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's clearly captured our imagination.
It's a concept that just seems to resonate with people. This idea of infinite possibilities, alternate realities.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't thought about what their life would be like if they'd made different choices,
Right.
taken a different path?
Exactly. And the multiverse gives us a way to explore those what ifs.
So what does it all mean for us, the average person trying to make sense of the universe?
Well, I think even if we never definitively prove the existence of the multiverse, the very idea of it is a powerful reminder to think bigger, to question our assumptions about reality,
Like that?
and to just appreciate the vastness and mystery of the cosmos.
It's a pretty humbling thought to realize there might be so much more out there than we can even comprehend.
It really is. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find a way to peek into those other universes.
That would be something.
It would. But until then, the multiverse remains this captivating puzzle and this powerful reminder of all those infinite possibilities that might exist beyond our own reality.
A great point to end on. So if the multiverse is real, what does that mean for you? What choices would you make? What paths would you explore if you knew there were countless versions of you out there doing the same? It's something to think about, right?
Definitely.
But pretty wild thought.
It is.
Thanks for diving into the multiverse with us today.
Anytime.